cannot be fulfilled,
Yes.
then you're going to leave the conversation.
Are you running short of time? No, right?
No.
There are a lot of prophets and
Yeah.
these people who just preach. And
Yeah.
Some people do things like this and they fall. And you have seen.
Yeah.
So.
No, I wouldn't consider this evidence. But here, that's my point. That's why we were going to discuss about how do we know a prophet is truthful, how do we know books.
Exactly.
But I'm saying this is built upon a foundation of believing in God. So look, let me just say. So look, I would say there's certain reasons why we believe in a God. Okay. From them is the human instinct.
Okay.
So it's mentioned in the Quran. And here, I'm using what is mentioned in the Quran to show what I want to say. It mentions that before we were placed in this world, all mankind was asked, the souls of mankind were asked by the Creator, Alastu bi Rabbikum, am I not your Lord? On all the souls they said, yes. Okay. So obviously, this I'm not going to show you on a video. But my point is, because of this, all human beings in this world, they are born with an instinct nature, a natural disposition to want to worship a God and to recognize a God. That's one thing. As you don't have to accept it, as the Prophet ﷺ said, every child is born on a natural state, a natural condition to recognize the oneness of God. Then his family, his environment may change him and move him away from this. So, one I would say is something which is found amongst human beings in all times, in all places, in all communities, where generally they have a desire to reach out or to recognize a higher power and to call on a higher power. This is something which is instinctive in mankind.
Exactly. There's always instinct. But one question, as you said, everybody born, a child born, and God has asked whether the whole souls are needing this sort of a thing. Yeah.
Do you agree to an extent?
I'm sorry, I don't agree.
No.
Why? What if?
No, let me finish my question.
Yes,
do you agree to an extent that we find in all times, in all places, histories, whether they use different languages, different names, different terminologies, that human beings have a desire to recognize a higher power? Is it a pattern we found amongst mankind?
Yeah, in globally, mankind, yes,
globally and historically.
They seek that.
Yes.
But I don't, in my personal opinion, because the thing is, one question, if that was the thing, why not everybody is one religion? Why do Hindus worship 3, 4, 5 gods?
First. I'm trying to build a foundation.
Yes.
Before we as I said, someone who doesn't believe in democracy.
Yes.
It wouldn't make sense to have a discussion on who is better, the Democrats or Labour or Conservative or Liberal or.
Brother, yes, democracy.
Yes. So first discussion: is there a God? So.
Yes.
The majority of mankind, all times, all places, have a desire to seek out a higher power, regardless of what they call it, regardless of how they live their life according to it. But they have this desire. That's one.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Basically, I don't.
But you don't
believe in a higher. I don't.
Have you ever?
I don't seek. I don't seek anything that I would ask for, because.
Have you ever in your life?
Never. There are a lot of occasions where I'm so down, I'm desperate of things, but that does not mean that I go for a God or like somebody that I ask for. I don't pray. I ask because I don't see anything that is having concrete evidence that either Allah, either Hindu gods or Jesus or anybody is giving that. Because if I have democratic, all these politics, they have the base, they have they practice it. They will show if you do this thing, it's wrong. If you smoke out here, it's wrong. You can't do that because it harms the health. Yes, but if you believe in something that is not visualized, that is not it's all in scriptures or it's in history, it's written there, it's that evidence that carbon, this thing showed that many years ago, millions of years ago, people worshipped some sort of a thing. Yeah.
No. My point was that generally human beings, they have this. Obviously, you're an exception. Okay. Let me move on.
Yeah.
Second point.
Yeah.
I would say Allah mentions in Quran, إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب. He said, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and in the alternation of the day and the night, there's signs for people of understanding.
Okay.
So, from this, I would say, when we look at the universe around us, the stars, the planets, the sun, the moon, the alternation of the day and the night, the atmosphere, the air we breathe, when we look at ourselves, the way we see, the way we hear, the way we communicate, the way we understand each other, the way we're breathing, the way our blood is pumping, etc. I would say this necessitates a creator.
Fine, very good. I would really appreciate and I really value your thoughts and your belief, but I'm sorry, I'm still in that. But one day, with all these development, the science, if you show me, yes, that it is God, He looks at upon us, He did this thing to me, that you became fair, I became dark because of this. He created you because of this reason. He created me because of this reason. To serve
No. But I think I'm not sure if you understood my point or you understood it and you decided to move on.
No, I'm
See,
running out of time.
No, because the thing is, as a Muslim, we believe this life is a test.
Okay.
And we've been informed about things concerning the Creator, about the life hereafter, matters of the unseen. And we are required to believe in them based on evidence and based on knowledge. Now, the evidence which I've given you of a Creator, when we exist and when the universe exists, this for me is sufficient evidence, and most of mankind is sufficient evidence there should be a Creator. Unless what you would have to do now, I mean, there's no force on you, but you should offer an alternative and say, well, no, it's possible that things which didn't exist came into existence by this method.
Yes. Last thing, I'm running short.
No problem, sir.
Yeah, what I believe is animals, apes became revolutionized.
Can you prove it?
Of course, there are bone.
I mean, based on that's why I asked what are your requirements. Based on your requirements for believing in a God, that you have to see it.
Yes.
And it has to be shown to you. Have you seen one species change into another? Have you witnessed it with your own eyes?
I've not witnessed.
You've not witnessed it.
Science have proved it. They have seen this is Homo sapiens. This is Homo sapiens sapiens. This is how they were initially. This was the monkey.
But have they witnessed it, or this is what they understand?
There's evidence.
Well, but what is the evidence if you haven't seen it, or they haven't seen it?
There's a new logical evidence.
No. But look.
Yeah.
When you came to the matter of God, your requirement was, I mean, in your own words, paraphrase, that He should speak to you, or you should see Him with your eyes.
Evidence, yes.
And then I presented you the evidence that there should be a Creator. Because even if you talk about the theory of evolution,
you are just saying that there should be a Creator. That people are so vulnerable that they think of. There should be it is our requirement to search.
I say it's a natural disposition in human beings.
Not everybody. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Unless because you could have been changed by your family or your environment.
Never.
I think you have. But see, the thing is,
Christian,
let me finish. But you know when you mention concerning evolution, then now you haven't actually seen it or witnessed it. So let me say. So your criteria of evidence has changed. Your level, your bar of evidence has changed. Because even if you accept evolution, that we are random mutations from a single source.
With time.
Yeah, mutations.
It's not
mutation. Well, that's what evolution is. It's random mutations, and natural selection would select those which are beneficial, and they increase and they increase and they increase. Okay.
Everything.
How do you explain life? how do you explain matter that didn't have life
Yeah.
gaining life?
I love you, Papa Yusuf.
No problem. Can you explain that by evolution?
right.
Can you explain that by evolution?
What is the question?
You have matter
Yeah.
which exists,
Yeah.
which doesn't have life in it. As in, it doesn't grow.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Like, for example?
It doesn't. Rocks, stones.
Yeah.
It doesn't take in nutriments.
Yes.
It doesn't move. It
Yes.
doesn't reproduce.
Yes.
And then we have living
Yes.
matter.
Yes.
So how do you explain scientifically,
Yes.
evidence-based,
Yeah.
with something which your requirement to see it with your eyes or to hear it with your ears?
Yeah.
How do you explain dead matter
Yeah.
becoming living matter?
I-
Scientifically?
No.
Evidence-based.
Solid air,
Yeah.
all these particles, that is never living objects. It was there when
No, no.
when the earth was there, when
Yeah.
it was firm.
No, but I'm asking, how did they become living matter? How did they evolve? How did living matter start?
Microbes, bacteria, viruses, which started with
No,
DNA.
no, you're listing them. You're listing living matter. But my question was, how did they start?
How did they start?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
you're
what?
describing them.
Yeah.
I asked you, how did they start, and you started listing some.
Yeah, it's the mutations. It's a mutation.
Okay.
It started with matter, like solid, fluid, liquid, solid, all the basics.
Okay,
of
but
science,
can you give evidence that we had dead matter
Yes,
which mutated
yes.
into living matter?
I think scientifically it's proven, isn't it?
You
Once we
think?
yeah, because even the depth of the seas,
Yeah.
there are very minor, earliest of species which have been found.
I know,
there.
but those species, are they living or dead?
They don't
Even
have a mind. They don't have a mind.
even if they're fossil,
Yeah.
even if they're, but
Yeah,
were they living?
Yeah,
Like, did they reproduce?
They don't have a mind.
Did they take in nutriments?
Yes, they do.
Did they grow?
Yeah, they grow.
So
by
they're
biology.
so they're living.
No,
let me
living does not mean, brother.
let me explain to
Yeah,
you.
there might be movement. There might be movements. There might be
Yeah, that's
movements for
living.
subtle
That's living.
movements. No, I don't think that's living.
Okay.
I don't.
You have matter
Yeah.
which doesn't grow,
Yeah.
which doesn't take in nutriments,
Yeah.
which doesn't reproduce.
But they evolve into a person. But they started with one
Okay.
cell. There was two cells. The two cells become.
No, no, but
three cells.
how did the one cell start? How did the one cells? Because a cell is still living. Wherever you classify, I mean, they're not going to write an opera.
Yeah.
It's not going to write a novel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a cell is still living,
yes.
as in it can reproduce,
Yes.
or it can split and become two cells,
Exactly.
and it has information in it. It has.
I don't think there's information, brother.
Oh, it does. It does.
How?
Ha-
But
on
can
how
they
to-
think?
yes.
Can they think? They don't have. They don't have the neurons.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
But you're coming like according to evolution
Yeah.
millions of years later.
Yeah.
But I'm asking you very specifically
Yeah.
because you're a person who wants evidence. You want to see it with your eyes. Because
Yes.
I'm saying, my point is, if there's creation,
Yes.
there should be a creator.
Uh-huh.
Okay, which I'm calling God.
Oh, that,
As a Muslim, I'm calling Allah.
exactly.
And you're saying, no, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm asking you,
Yes.
because you require evidence which you can see and hear. So I'm
Yeah.
asking you very specifically.
Yes.
You have matter
Yeah.
which doesn't have life in it.
Yes.
As in matter
Yeah.
which doesn't grow, which
Yes.
doesn't reproduce,
Yes.
which doesn't take in nutriments.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have microbes and cells, etc., which
Yeah.
do grow, which
Yeah.
do move, which do
Yeah.
take in nutrients.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, on your criteria of evidence requires you to see it or hear it,
Yeah.
do you have it? I mean, you can just say no.
Well, I've heard that the science, because solid matter.
What have you
started-
heard?
I've said that they have done the research how millions of years ago, how it started, how the cells became, because they have scientific evidence, isn't it? They do have that once grow things in the laboratory.
No, but you,
Yeah.
I mean, so basically,
Yeah.
what you're saying is,
Yeah.
you believe it
Yeah.
because you trust these people's
Science.
testimony.
Exactly. The
No,
science.
no, yeah.
Yeah,
you
science.
you trust the testimony of scientists,
Yes, science.
but
because
it's
they have shown it.
but you they've shown
They
it.
have shown it.
Okay.
How the cells became,
Okay.
how these particles come together.
But that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
You seem to be repeating the same thing again and again.
Yes.
That scientists have shown it.
Yes.
Okay. So what have they shown you?
They have shown that solid particles, they become with the environment. They have the solid particles evolve into one cell, then 2 cells, then with millions.
So solid as in not
solid has solid, air, liquid. Those are the main. Those are main things which is needed for us to have anything. This has very solid things.
Yeah, but life.
There is no life. Life comes where there is a brain, and neuron cells are made. Then only the
No, life as in something which moves, something which grows, something which reproduces.
It doesn't mean that they have life. It's in a sense brain itself.
No. But you're adding a category to life.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about something which moves.
Yeah, moves.
Something which reproduces.
Very micro millimeter.
Something which reproduces.
Exactly,
okay.
Yeah.
So, dead matter, solid matter, it doesn't reproduce.
Yes.
Okay.
So solid doesn't, because solid.
Yes. Yeah. So, I think I'm repeating myself.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know what's in your heart.
Yes.
And we've just met.
Yes.
But I think you don't want to believe.
No, I told you, brother.
Yeah.
If you show me evidence, if you show me, I'm very open to heart.
Okay. Can you? But I'll ask you very clearly.
Yes.
Can you show evidence?
Yes.
Of life starting from dead matter?
Yes, I agree. Currently, I can't. But if I weigh all the things that you are saying, somebody is having a higher intention of you being produced in this life.
Yeah.
And me knowing a little bit, sort of a little bit of a thing that science.
No, but this is very little. I'm not talking about the universe. I'm just talking about something which is dead becoming alive. Because there's 2 verses in Quran in chapter 52. It mentions أم خلقوا من غير شيء أم هم خالقون أم خلق السماوات والأرض بل لا يوقنون. It said أم خلقوا من غير. Were they created from nothing?
Yes.
Or did they create themselves?
Okay.
Did they create the heavens, the skies, and the earth?
Okay.
Then it says, but rather they have no certainty. So here a question is, did something which didn't exist create itself? No, it's not possible.
Okay.
Something which doesn't exist, was something which came into existence, was it created from nothing? No, it's not possible that something came into existence from nothing.
Okay.
And then, for example, did those things which exist, did they create themselves? No, they can't create themselves if they didn't exist.
Okay.
Did they create the heavens and the earth? No. So me, it still boils down to the point of we have a set rule, a set foundation that from all our experience, whenever we see something which didn't exist, then something had to brought it into existence. And I'm applying that simple formula, something which doesn't exist, it's now come into existence. There has to be an outer force who brought it into existence. Like if we see a building, if we see a painting, if we see a jacket, we know that someone made it. If it's a camera, but you're
I really
no problem.
Respect your belief. I'm
no problem.
But
can I just conclude with one small point?
Sure.
So now, when we apply that simple formula to our existence in the universe, I would say it necessitates a creator who has knowledge, who has intent, who has the ability, and you're saying it doesn't. But you haven't demonstrated how.
I do accept
no problem.
But I always weigh things that which has more evidence than I believe in.
But you haven't presented any evidence for your idea.
But more evidence is there on science.
But you trust the scientists.
Yeah.
I trust the prophets, and there's many scientists who believe in God also, based on their research.
Yeah, very good, very nice. Well, one question. I'm a medic. I work in a hospital. Yeah, I see a lot of patients who are like,
I don't understand. As a medic, you know the human body, you know the complications, you know the balance of it, and then you're going to say there's no creator.
Yes, very right.
Yeah.
I see one patient with a small child who is very severely having a sinister disease.
Yeah.
Who would not even live for about 1 year more.
Yeah.
What is the reason for the God for create him?
Okay. What you've done.
Yeah.
You jump from one thing to another.
Forget everything about
okay,
the basic.
Okay.
I'm just asking one question. I see a
It's, okay, so you have a child who has a terminal illness,
within
very
4 years.
painful, very difficult, very hard on the family.
Yes.
Okay.
Why,
so now
let me finish
now
the question.
okay.
God having a certain thing, you to be born in this world for some reason, and God has made that person who's like 1 year, 2 years, who will suffer and die in another year or so.
Yeah.
Why did so-called God, who's very merciful,
no.
something like that?
See, the thing is, look.
Another question.
Okay,
Don't do our previous questions, okay?
It's definitely built on the previous question.
Okay.
Because look, you're asking, you don't believe in God. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Forget about me believing
No.
in God,
Let me
okay?
finish. Let me finish.
Yeah.
And now you're asking, why did this God that didn't exist do this? Look, wherever the God is merciful, or he's vicious, whether he wants good for people, whether he wants bad for people, whether he does things without wisdom or with wisdom, is all built on believing in a God. Now it seems you're given a reason why, even if there is a God, I wouldn't believe in him because of this. You seem to be building all your
because I'm weighing the information that you're telling me. I'm trying to get into the system. Because you told me.
I would start from this. First, understand: is there a God or there isn't a God? Before you want to understand.
Brother, to understand whether there's a God or not, I need evidence. So my simple evidence.
But the evidence I've given you.
The initial evidence.
The evidence I've given you.
People do need a thing.
Yes.
They're so vulnerable that they.
I didn't say vulnerable. I didn't say vulnerable. All they need. They have a desire. Yes. Because it's been placed in us by the Creator.
Exactly. So the small child who does not understand anything. Forget about their parents and all. Just imagine you have a kid suddenly here. He does not know anything about testing everything. He has a leukemia, we'll say. Within 1 year, he'll die. He does not know whether God is there. He does not understand. He can't converse like us, but he will die in another year.
So he's innocent.
He's innocent. He does not know anything.
So he's innocent.
But he's innocent, very much.
But how?
But he will die in another year. But why did God do like that to him?
Okay.
3 years he'll go pass away.
Understand my point. Understand my point. First, we are discussing: is there a God or isn't there a God?
For me to understand.
Once someone believes there is a God. Okay. Whatever they call it, whatever they label it, they believe there's a God. Now they can start asking, why did God do this?
Exactly.
Is he a merciful God?
Okay.
Is he a vicious God?
Forget about. I'm asking about your religion.
Is there wisdom? Is there not wisdom?
You're believing Allah.
Yeah.
And according to your belief, tell me what. Explain me about that child. Forget about him.
I will tell you in general.
Yes. No general. I want to know about that because that's.
I don't. This specific child, I don't know. I can't give a specific answer. I can tell you in general. Let me tell you in general.
Yes.
In general. As Muslims, we believe this life is a test. Okay?
Yes.
One day we're going to return to our Creator, we're going to be judged.
Yes.
Okay. We believe a child is born innocent.
Exactly.
Okay. And we believe in this life we are going to be tested with good things and with bad things. We're going to be tested with good things to see if we are grateful. And we're going to be tested with bad things to see if we are patient. If a child is in this situation, okay, Islamically, because this child is born innocent, and obviously hasn't committed any sin, hasn't harmed anyone, if they die in that situation, we believe that the real life is the life hereafter.
Understand.
Okay. And that child will meet the Creator in a state of innocence, and they will have a good life in the hereafter. We don't believe this is the real life.
Okay. Sorry to cut you down. So what is the reason for God to give just 3 years in this world, human world, just for him to he'll feel the pain?
I mean, there's a lot of benefit in it.
No.
There's a lot of wisdom in it. It feels hardship. People will be able to look at this child and be grateful for their own children's good health, for their own good health.
Okay.
The parents themselves will understand that nothing in life is certain, nothing in life belongs to them. Everything is from God and will return to God.
Exactly. So I'm not talking about others. I'm talking about that specific child who feels pain, who feels everything. I'm talking about that subjective person, not about others.
Yes.
But if that child is able to talk to God, why did you do this to me? What would God's answer?
The God you don't believe in.
No, I don't believe. That's true.
See,
I'm asking. If you give me evidence, I will believe. Tomorrow I'll come to your place. I'll ask for you more questions about Quran.
I think this thing is what you've done is you've asked for evidence for existence of God. I gave you 2 evidences. Okay. I'll tell you. I think the second evidence I gave you about our existence and the creation of the heavens and the earth, for me is sufficient. I think that no problem. No, let me finish. Let me finish. The response you gave is not based on evidence. You haven't demonstrated that things can come into existence without a creator. So what you've done, you moved on to another thing, which is fine. I know, I'm not angry. I'm not offended. But you asked another thing. But the thing is, this all depends on there being a creator, because if this child who dies at 3 years old will now go back to the creator. Let me give you a very brief example. And not concerning this child, but because we believe in a creator, because we believe in paradise, we believe in hellfire, because we believe messengers were sent. The Prophet Muhammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he mentioned a narration to his companions where he said that there will be a person in this life. I'm not referring to the child here. There'll be a person in this life who in this life they will be given everything which they desire, everything which they want. But they will die in a state when the Creator is angry with them. They rejected belief, they lived an evil life. This person will be placed in the hellfire because of their disbelief, because of their rejection, and for a moment, and they'll be taken out. And they'll be asked, did you ever experience any pleasure? And they will say, I swear by Allah, I swear by my Lord, I never had any experience, any pleasure in my life. Okay. A second person, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ gave an example of a person who was a believer, a righteous person, but they experienced hardship. The hadith the narration doesn't mention the hardship, but for example, sickness, loss of wealth, poverty, war, etc. But this person, their whole life was hardship. But they died a believer. They died when the Creator was pleased with them. This person will be placed in paradise for a moment and taken out. And then will be asked, oh my slave, oh my servant, did you ever experience any hardship? And he'll say, oh by my Lord, I swear by my Lord, I never experienced any hardship. So for us, this life is a temporary abode. Even though it seems, we become engrossed in this worldly life. We are busy running after this life, status, wealth, happiness, etc.
It's temporary.
But it's temporary. So even this child, which we're going back to the question you said, if that child has a difficulty, hardship, pain, suffering, and dies in that state, we believe because that child is innocent and hasn't done evil, that child will be rewarded in the hereafter. And once the child is rewarded in the hereafter, all of this pain, all of this difficulty will be gone.
I see.
But at the same time, other people will look at that child and it should cause them to be grateful. My children are healthy, I'm healthy. Also, the parents themselves, they learn a great lesson that they don't control everything.
We learn from them. So, last question, Aisha said.
No problem.
Same question I'm repeating. The child who's 2 years old.
Yes.
He does not know anything.
Yeah.
He does not believe actually. He can't believe. He can't think. Okay. He can't think. He does not know. He just won't identify the mother or the father.
So they're innocent.
Yeah, they're innocent.
Yes.
if he has a chance,
Yeah.
if he would ask the Creator
Yeah.
for this much of pain, I'm just living for
The
3
Creator
months.
you don't believe in.
No, I'm not talking about me, brother. I'm
Yeah.
not thinking about me.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
finding an
Yeah.
answer. If that child,
Yeah.
subjectively, he's asking, forget about all the other
Yeah, yeah.
people who are looking at
Yeah.
them, forget about me, you.
Yeah.
If he does, you are giving me such sort of a pain
Yeah.
just for 3 years that
Yeah.
I'll die in a leukemia,
Yeah.
why is that? If he asks that question, if he or she has the senses.
All I can do
Yeah.
is refer to back what I just answered.
Understand.
If that child, after 3 years,
Yeah.
dies and enters into paradise
Yes.
and has everything they desire,
Yeah.
then that 3 years they will forget.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time,
Nice
sir.
help.
Okay, thank you. Take care. Hello, sir. Everything good? How are you, sir?
Tell him.
Sorry,
Cameras and all, please. I'm not.
no, your face is not on it, except for you just turning around now.
Just cut it down, yeah?
Okay, no problem.
Cut it
No
down.
problem.
Thank you, bro.
No problem. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, sir.
Everything good?
Thank you very much. I don't know. I wanted to touch on the subject that you guys were talking about.
Okay, let me just check the time because what it is, I need to pray the afternoon prayer.
Okay, yeah.
I think the conversation went over.
For sure.
Okay, I'm going to go and pray.
Okay.
We're here all day. What's your name?
Yeah.
Yab. Yusuf. Nice to meet you. If we get a chance, I'll come back. But I'm going to go and pray now. Okay, Yab? Take care. That gentleman, he said, the last few minutes, he turned around, but he doesn't want his face on. So the Buddhist, if you can cut out the last minute. Okay, I'm going to go masjid, inshallah. I don't know if they... Wa alaikum assalam.
You don't know what?
Huh? I'm not sure if they're praying at 1/2 or 1/4.